In Lua, numbers are one of the 8 data types available. With the number data type, we can represent numerical data and do mathematical operations like addition and subtraction. Using the number data type is easy and straightforward, and we'll take a look at how you can do that in this tutorial. First, we need some numbers to work with, so let's assign numbers to 2 variables. To assign a number to a variable, just set the variable to equal the number with no quotes. So I'll create a variable called amount and set it to equal 10. I'll create another variable called bonus and set it to 2. Last, I'll create a third variable called result, where we'll do some math on the amount and bonus variables. To start, let's add amount plus bonus. I'll edit the print function to display the result variable and run the script, which gives us the result, 12. This plus sign is called an operator. An operator is a symbol that tells the interpreter to perform a specific mathematical or logical manipulation. Here, the operator tells Lua to add the 2 values surrounding it together. We can change the operator to a minus sign to subtract the bonus from the amount, and we get the result of 8. The multiplication operator is the asterisk, so if I replace the minus sign with the asterisk, the result is 2 times 10, giving us 20. You can also perform division with the forward slash, and 10 divided by 2 gives us a result of 5. There are 2 other operators we can use, modulus and exponent. You can use the modulus operator to get the remainder from any division operations. Let's change bonus to equal 3 so I can show you what I mean. 3 goes into 10 3 times with a remainder of 1. If we were to use the division operator, we would get a result of 3. But you can get the remainder using the modulus operator, which is the percent sign. Run the script, and we get the remainder, 1. The last mathematical operator we can use is exponent. The exponent operator allows us to calculate exponents, such as 3 to the 5th power. If we replace the percent sign with a caret, the result is 10 to the 3rd power, which is 1,000. These mathematical operations aren't limited to 2 numbers either. We can add more numbers together by setting the result to equal amount plus bonus, which is 10 plus 3, plus 7. If we run the script, it gives us the result of 20. We could change one of these addition operators to subtraction, and the script will return the result of 10 plus 3 minus 7, which is 6. Once you start building longer, more complex statements, you have to take into consideration operator precedence. Operator precedence is the order that the operators will be evaluated in. At first, you may think that math would be handled from left to right. In this case, 10 plus 3, which equals 13. Then 13 minus 7, which gives us 6. But depending on the operators you're using, some parts of the statement may be evaluated before others. For example, let's change the subtraction operator to the multiplication operator. Multiplication operators will be evaluated before addition operators. If we evaluated this line from left to right, we would get 10 plus 3, 13, multiplied by 7, which would be 91. But since multiplication is evaluated before addition, we have to start with 3 multiplied by 7, which is 21, and then we add that to 10, which gives us 31. If we run the script, you can see the result is 31. In Lua, the operator precedence, or the order in which operators will be evaluated, is multiplication first, then division, then modulus. After that, addition and then subtraction will be performed. It's important to remember the operator precedence because you may get unexpected results if you don't think about when each operator will be evaluated. Let's say you had this line of code, but you didn't want the multiplication to be evaluated first. You can control the order of operations by wrapping the code you want to execute first in parentheses. So I'll wrap amount plus bonus in parentheses, which will tell Lua to evaluate this first, and then continue on with the rest of the statement following the order of operations. If I run the script, we get 91, which means that the addition was calculated first. If you have an even longer statement, you can nest parentheses inside each other. Let's say we add 3 after the amount plus bonus, and we run the script. We get the result of 34. If we wanted the plus 3 to be evaluated before it's multiplied by 7, we could wrap parentheses around the first parentheses and plus 3. This is called nesting. In this case, the nested parentheses, the ones inside the new parentheses, are calculated first, then the next set of parentheses up are evaluated, in this case adding 3. Finally, that's multiplied by 7, which gives us the result, 112. In the past, all numbers in Lua were floats, and there were no true integers. Integers are just whole numbers, and floats are numbers with a decimal point. What this means is that if you had a variable that was equal to 1, it was actually equal to 1.0. Every number had a decimal. But in Lua 5.3, the integer subtype was introduced. Now we have the number data type, which is the parent, while integer and float are both subtypes of the parent type, number. That means Lua will evaluate both a float and an integer's data type as number, but it will convert between the two as necessary in your scripts. All of the numbers we've used so far have been integers, but we can change them to floats by placing a decimal followed by the decimal places. So if we change bonus to 250, we've converted it to a float. Amount is still an integer, but if we add amount plus bonus, the result will be a float since we have 0.50 left over.